downloads. And I'll scroll down until I get to a section called Other Tools, and we'll choose the option here for Data Storage and Processing. That'll add SQL Server data tools as well as a few other components to the installation details. Then I'll come down to the bottom and press the Install button. And now we'll just sit back and wait while everything is downloaded and installed. When the installation completes, you'll be prompted to sign into your Microsoft Azure account if you have one. I'm going to choose the option at the bottom to continue without signing in by clicking the link that says Maybe Later. I'll leave the options here to load the general development settings and the default color theme and press the Start Visual Studio button. While that's loading, we can go ahead and close out of the installer here in the background. The last step of the process is to add the Integration Services extension to Visual Studio. To do that, click the link at the bottom of the Get Started window that says Without Code to open up Visual Studio without using a project. That'll load up the main interface. Then we'll go to the Extensions menu and choose Manage Extensions. On the left, I'll click the Online option to view the online extensions from the marketplace, and then we'll go over here to the right and do a search for Integration Services. The extension that we want is called SQL Server Integration Services Projects. Make sure that you see the Created by Microsoft logo here. With that selected, I'll press the Download button, and then we'll choose to open it using my default web browser. That'll download the extension's installer. Once that's done, we can close the web browser, and we can close out of Visual Studio. Then we can go back one more time into the Downloads folder. Here is the extension that we just added. Let's go ahead and double-click on it to run it. That'll install SQL Server Integration Services Project. I'll press the Next button. I'll press the Install button on this screen. And once again, we'll allow it to make changes to our computer. This one's going to take a little bit, so go ahead and just wait while the process completes. When the installation is complete, we're ready to create an Integration Services project. Just to make sure that everything worked as intended, let's go ahead and close out of the installer, and I'll close the Downloads folder, and we can start up Visual Studio. I'll find it in a new program group inside of the Start menu. This time on the Get Started screen, I'm going to choose to create a new project. Then I'll do a search for Integration Services. I'll choose the Integration Services project and press Next. I'm going to leave the default name of Integration Services Project 1, but you can feel free to change it to whatever you'd like. You might also want to note the default file location where the project is going to get saved. When you filled in the details as you like them, go ahead and press the Create button. And that'll load up the main interface with the SSIS toolbox on the left-hand side that lists out all the different